Lauren, in our last video, you gave us some great tips on how to start off a virtual event with energy and connection. What are your ideas on how to end that virtual meeting also on a high note instead of just petering out?
My favorite ritual for closing a virtual gathering is called the one word whip. Some of y'all familiar with it? Have tried it out? Cool. So rather than me explain it, let's go ahead and demonstrate it. Often at the end of my virtual gathering, I will ask a question such as, how are you feeling in this moment? Please summarize it in one word. This is great to do when you have 20 people or less. So whatever emotion or feeling is most present for you right now, please share it. Starting with Michael.
Perplexed.
Anne.
Excited.
Gregory.
Encouraged.
Grateful. That is the one word whip. And who has tried it out of this group?
I tried it, and it took me forever to try it because I was so concerned that somebody would say something negative. But I did it, and yeah, somebody said that they were perplexed. And I said, yeah, sure, stick around after the end of the workshop and let me know, how can I help you? And the person stayed, and we had a great conversation. So now I'm not concerned about the one word whip. I've been doing it almost every workshop I teach.
Great. That is awesome to hear. And yes, you should expect a variety of emotions to pop up. And that's the point, that you're giving people a space to express themselves, for their voices to be heard. People might say anxious, they might say annoyed. That's okay. You're giving them that space to share their voice. That's data for you. It's good for you to know what comes up for people.
I love the one word whip. What other tips do you have?
So something that helps really lift the energy as you're closing is to ask everyone for a virtual high five. So give it up. Give me a virtual high five, everybody. Yeah. And now high five your neighbor. Woohoo. And don't forget the person below you and above you. Yeah. Bring it in.
I saw you do this with a group of 50 and it was so cool.
The more the merrier with this one. And there's one last thing that I think is a really fun way to close off. And if you're lucky, you have an awesome moderator. So Gregory, how do we like to end our workshops?
Well, on a high note, by asking everyone to unmute themselves and wave bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Lauren.